It's downsized to a smaller pack. I got a lot less stuff in here because I'm going south. As you can see, mission is already basically accomplished to get out of the cold. It's time to go even further south. Tampa is next. This is Jacksonville, out near the yards, which is a long way from town. Got this nice lake. Finally have arrived in citrus country. There's a lot of these just lying around in people's yards. Grapefruits like this. There's a lot of wildlife here that you're only going to see in this state. Things start to get a lot more interesting because we're approaching the tropics now. Look at this guy. I don't know what genus of duck that is. Got a beautiful face. How close can I get? What are you thinking about? What's going on in there? Kind of looks like my grandma with that waddle. I don't know if you can see this guy here. I can't remember what kind of bird that is, that blue thing there. Oh my God, miraculous. The fact that somebody had this basically discarded in their yard makes no sense. Holy moly, we got a train pulling out. I didn't even have time to get her. Not it. See that thing on the end? See that flag? He's just doing some kind of a move out of the yard. That's not the train. I would imagine that that is the train to Florida East Coast Railway. I don't see anything ready to go southbound. I hope there's one a day to Orlando and Tampa. I'm hoping I didn't miss it. You got power there. That power could be put on one of these strings. Right now I've got time to go get some food. So I've lightened my load. I don't got a sleeping bag anymore. Look at here, this is what's taking up most of the room, is this 12-pack of Yingling. Got my Atlas. I got a tarp. I got this little down blanket thing. For warmth, that's it. A lot less going on. I don't got my sleeping bag. I don't got a lot of grub. I'm gonna try to go get some food right now. This would make a great campfire here. On an unrelated note, just set fire to this. I would do it, except that would attract attention, which I don't want to do, but it'd be pretty cool. Alright, we got a crew getting on those units, so whatever happens here is going to kind of determine if my train's left or not for the day. I'm ready to leave, but I gotta say, look at this. You got this mattress. You got under here. I mean, this is one of the nicest spots I've seen. Beer store is close, although beer's way overpriced. The 12-pack of Yingling, there's 15 bucks. I'm used to it being $10.99. J-Rock. I don't know who that is. Highwayman. No Trace. I don't know who any of these guys are. This is a nice location. I got shorts and t-shirt on. I can just lie in it, drink a bunch of beer, and take a nap until the train gets here. Train right here. This looks like it. Maybe they're picking up more cars. I'll sit tight. There's a lot of rides. I just realized that New Orleans trains would depart the same direction out of the yard. I'll find out in Baldwin, which is in about 15 miles. I don't want to go that direction. Here we go. To Baldwin. This is where we're gonna find out. All right, we're making a hard left in Baldwin. That's good news, but we're stopping. I don't think that's a problem. It's definitely a hard left turn, but we've also got some kind of a picnic going on in here. Maybe just stay down. I'm gonna assume we're just stopping for clearance here. Seems like a place where that would happen. Got this four-way junction in Baldwin. Southbound's coming straight through. That's west there. That's to New Orleans. And then I came from Jacksonville up north. That's Waycross as far as I can tell. And then south this way. Joining the main southbound main line here. This is the juice train. I've heard about this train and here it is. Tropicana, it's going north, full of orange juice. That means I'm going the right way because I'm going the way this is coming from, which is Tampa, Florida. That's the juice train. There ain't any rides on this train. There's no rides, they're boxcars. Occasionally you'll get a reefer like that and you could get on it, but overall not a great situation for rides. This route is unbelievable. You got nothing but swamps and woods on each side. Meaning that if you have to run for it, there's a chance you're gonna get devoured by a swamp crocodile. Next to here, I mean, you got this guy's house here, but he can't see me. It's amazing. This is what it's like the whole time. I thought it'd be crowded, but it's just thick woods. So this is Lakeland. I guess the trains don't go to Tampa. Not every train goes through Tampa. I thought the main line went through Tampa. You got a southbound here. I guess it had to fork off to the right to go to Tampa. And some trains just go straight through. My train, I think, made a left up here to Winter Haven, Florida. I'm out and about, it's nice, it's finally warm enough. It's still not that warm, but it's warm enough. I could sleep outside without a sleeping bag and I'd survive just fine. Not impressed with this place so far. I've been walking about 15 minutes. I have yet to find chicken, yet to find beer, which is what I want. I finished the 12-pack. And I'm wondering if this is just one of those retirement community places. There's the lake. Maybe this is the lake for why it's called Lakeland. I don't know. But I'm guessing maybe there's more mortuaries here than chicken restaurants because I'm just not seeing anything at all. And at 8 p.m. it seems dead. Much like what the majority of the population will be in about 3 years, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing this is the lake for Lakeland. It's right here. Got what looks like a rock train crossing this bridge. Florida's interesting because obviously nothing goes through here. Yeah, that's a rock train. That's a rock train flowing through Lakeland. I think that's east from here. I don't know if that's Orlando or what direction that is. Well, this place is officially pointless. I've been walking around about 25 minutes, no chicken, no beer. Basically, it's time to get out of here. I got a guy coming to pick me up from YouTube, and I'm glad, because if it weren't for that, I'd get on that train southbound, parked on the main lines that's probably going to Miami, and continue. This is ridiculous. What is the point of coming to a place that has nothing going on? From a distance, I got my hopes up looking at this place, thinking we had a chicken restaurant. But it's just some stupid-ass kids museum. I guess the one cool thing is these tracks really come close in to town here. I mean, you got this square where people are doing whatever, and you got the track right here. And I think that's cool. Mission complete. From the icy reaches of Montana down here in 2.5 weeks. This is Tampa Bay here. It's the city of Tampa, way off in the distance. So this is the Tampa Skyway Bridge. It's quite a bridge. Yeah. We're going north to Tampa, home of the Buccaneers.
Oh, they have it here, really?
So this is the place I've been staying with David, who's a Army vet, as you can see from these stickers. Drives this Hummer, and he drives this as well. He's got this black cat here.
That'd be pretty slick.
He's like, what do you got? It's pretty pleasant here. It's nice and warm. It's not super hot yet like it gets in the summer. So you can see from the trees, Florida is almost tropical level. Not quite. We don't have coconut palms until you get down to Miami. Been here a week, and honestly, it could turn into a lot longer if I didn't have some kind of impetus to get back to Montana, because it's nice weather and he's a super nice guy. It seemed like it was just a few days, but I've already been here a week at this place here in Sarasota, Florida. So I'm gonna get a ride over to Lakeland where I got dropped off, and I'm hoping that it's reliable enough that the southbound is there sometime late afternoon to evening. There's only one train a day that goes to Miami as far as I can tell, which is the CSX Q453. So basically I don't want to miss that. Problems that I could run into would be if the train crew changes somewhere else at other times, or if the train doesn't show up. In that case I may just take the scam track. And here I am back on my own, pretty much exactly where I got off the train. I don't know when the southbound's going to show up, but I'm just going to park it here. I got beer, I got supplies. It's nice enough weather. There's some rain, but it's not supposed to be too crazy. Well, one positive thing I gotta say about Florida, it ain't far to get beer. Pretty much just other side of the bridge, you got a gas station where they got cold beer. I'm gonna, stay here as long as tomorrow, and then I'll try to figure something else out. I believe the Q453 to Miami from Waycross. It was parked here last time I was here at about 6 with no crew, right on these mains where I got off. So I'm gonna drink some beer, philosophize for a while. Honestly ready to turn around already. I'm getting worn out, even though I just slept in a bed the whole time. I'm kind of just, I'm beginning to not be into this anymore, and I gotta be honest, that was the goal. That was kind of the main goal of these final, just massive amount of trips. was to get this out of my system, and I'm hoping that's happening here. It's kind of a good, you know, halfway point of the trip. You know, I get a little philosophical here. I like seeing the country, I like doing this, but 32 years old, I don't really have, you know, my own place, sufficient income, all that stuff to have one. And, you know, I'm kind of looking at that this is hopefully coming to a close, because it's just not, it's just, I mean, what is the future? What is the plan, you know? And I think the plan is, when I see a little bit more of the US, I'm gonna be happy with it. I admit I've been a little dejected. I feel like what I'm doing used to be something that was a lot more popular and interesting. And it seems like these days, I mean, it's not really a thing anymore. There's nobody under here. You're not gonna meet other people under here. People in general don't really care about this or think it's cool. Not that I'm doing this for any kind of big recognition, but I'm just saying that I think the high point has been reached. You know, with Stobe the Hobo, with other things like this, and I'm kind of, you know, I'm ready to start winding it down. I mean, if this was really awesome, this underpass, there'd be a lot of guys under here. Hanging out, drinking beer, partying, there'd be some chicks. There'd be hot chicks. None of that is here. There's nothing going on here. And I'm guessing the people who write these tags are probably just junkies or meth heads. Obviously still here in Lakeland. I think some guy was saying I should be drinking Schlitz or try it. Well, I found this Schlitz malt liquor. It's 5.9%. It's decent. The problem with malt liquor is it's got to be cold. It's got to be ice cold or it tastes awful. And in this muggy weather, the stuff warms up fast. You got this pair of shoes under here. I might try on these shoes. Somebody left these shoes here. These are not bad looking shoes. They look like they might fit. Try on these shoes here. God, I think these might be a fit. I got socks. I think I just found myself a new pair of shoes. This is the spot. Day number, look at this tag here. This marks the longest period of time with no contact in decades. I wonder if she's even aware of it. Well, I don't know if that's a rider. This is the indications. I mean, crackheads don't eat this. But I'm not seeing that these are definitely riders. Let's see here. Maybe. I don't know. I saw a train stopped here earlier. I'm just going to be here until it shows up. Or I wimp out and get Amtrak out. We got the northbound coming in. Should I just get on the northbound? And we got this guy. I'm tempted to get on the northbound, and I mean, it would veto the whole trip. But look at this. Look at this train. Do you not want to get on this train? Oh, it's lame. Racks. I have no interest in racks at all. Because you can't get on them. And here we are. Time to continue south. This train is parked. He's been blocking this crossing for a good 2 or 3 hours. I mean, he's not really on the crossing, but the guards are down. Lakeland. And this is the kind of stuff you got to do if you're into the train. It's 4 a.m. right now. And I had to wake up to get on the train. It seems like 4 a.m. has been a consistent time for whatever reason where I have to get up. And now I'm going to get on the train. I don't know what kind of sleep I'm going to get. And that's just the way it's going to be. So, yeah, I mean, these cars are putzing through here. But this is the first real clunker train I've gotten on from CSX. Look at this. It was dark when I got on this, so it seemed reasonable. Now we've got the crossing. You got a guy parked there. I don't know when the train's gonna go. I don't even feel like I can get up and move around with that guy working on the crossing down there. It's absurd. This has been here 8 hours. I hope this train is going to go and there isn't some problem. It's starting to seem like there could be an issue. Are we finally out of here at 9 freaking a.m.? Generally with CSX, the trains move and don't park. A lot of trains went past in the night both directions. It's a very nice ride in this gravel. However, it's kind of hard to stay out of sight though unless you're down in one of these troughs between these hills of gravel. We're out of here though, it looks like. I'm hoping. There's the split to Tampa right there. It's Tampa Bay, that direction. Coming through Lakeland here. That square I was hanging out in. Alright, in another split. This is the Orlando split to the left. Here in Auburndale. We got trains to Orlando to Tampa going through there. This big old pallet factory or something. I don't know what this is. So these gravel cars, they're a pretty decent ride. Your only issue, you can't really stand up, and other trains are about eye level here. So you gotta stay on the side in case of passing another train. If you're down in here and they're on this side, they're not gonna see you. But they're comfy. This, you know, I got this little foam rubber thing here. It's a pretty comfy ride. And you gotta just be careful peeking up in case there might be guys watching. But overall, it's pretty reasonable. The train is doing work. I'm debating running to get food. I'm completely out. I can get some more beer as well. Here in, I think it's called Auburndale, Florida. They cut the power. What I'm thinking they might do is they may back up, because the yard was back there. And if they do that, it would be fairly safe to go and run into the store. Because what I'm expecting is going to happen is the train is going to back the cut of cars up this track here and a ways up there. And if that happens, that's basically guaranteed that you wouldn't lose the train, because as long as the engine's up there, these cars aren't going to move. Here it comes. Is there a guy on there? I don't know. They're backing it up. I'm going to try to go get food. I mean, it's guaranteed. You can't get left here if the train's backing up. And there's no engines. Let's go. I might just be leaving it here. If that's the case, I can't risk it. Stobe the Hobo. I'm hungry. I don't have any food. This particular one, you got this nice porch, and it's a little safer to get up because you got a intermediate ladder here, and then to get all the way to the top, you're never climbing above the rails or anything. I've only seen this on CSX, this particular hopper car.